The Yankees don't need extra incentive to win the World Series this year. The fans are already calling for the proverbial heads to roll if they don't. But when you think about Aaron Judge's contract situation, this could quite possibly be their last chance to win with Aaron Judge. So the first thing I'm going to do is talk about some players that were beloved by Yankees fans and how those processes played out when they became a free agent. Derek Jeter had a notoriously drawn-out and contentious contract battle in 2010. This was well chronicled in the docu-series The Captain, which came out this summer. Excellent series, by the way. Watch it if you haven't had the chance. And Jeter has said in the not-so-distant past that these negotiations between he, his agent, and Brian Cashman hurt his relationship with the Yankees front office, a relationship which is only beginning to heal now 12 years later. Cashman, though, saw the decline in Jeter during that contract, so he probably felt a little bit vindicated. Andy Pettitte won 21 games for the 2003 American League Championship squad, but the Yankees didn't really pursue him very strongly that winter, assuming that he would just want to come back and be a part of the Yankees organization at whatever cost, an assumption that was proven wrong when he signed with Houston for less money. Robinson Cano is probably the closest comp to Aaron Judge in recent history in terms of age and potential contract size. In 2013, Cano hit .314 with 27 home runs and an .899 OPS and finished fifth in the MVP voting. And still, the Yankees refused to match the 10-year, $240 million contract that he got with the Mariners, a decision which once again was proven to be the correct one. Cano's skill set and body type are irrefutably and vastly different from Aaron Judge. However, they were both perennial all-stars who finished in the top 5 of MVP voting year in and year out, and excellent defenders at their positions. Yet the Yankees were willing to let Cano walk, again, rightfully so, even though he was built for Yankee Stadium. I see no reason that the Yankees won't draw a line in the sand with Aaron Judge as well. And look, there was a time when the Yankees had more financial might than any organization in baseball, but those days are over. The Dodgers and the Mets both have deeper pockets of liquid assets, and the Padres are known to be aggressive spenders, and they have one of the most aggressive GMs in the game. And they have to keep pace with the Dodgers. And you also have to admit, the prospect of Machado, Tatis, Soto, and Judge in the same lineup could be unreal. The Yankees offered 7 years and $213 million to go along with their proposed $17 million arbitration settlement before the season, and Aaron Judge declined, and then he got ticked off when the Yankees released the amount to the media that he turned down. Eventually, though, the two sides did agree on a salary of $19 million for this season, which Aaron Judge has proved more than worth every penny. So the fact that they were able to avoid the dreaded arbitration hearing was at least one positive. Given his age, he's going to want a contract that can potentially take him through the rest of his career. He's 30 years old, so the contract will be from his age 31 season through whenever it ends. He's probably going to want to go through most of his 30s, so you figure at the very least 8 years, with a possibility that he's going to ask for 10 to go through his age 40 season, which wouldn't be out of line given the monster season that he's had. The man's been a freak. And with the season he's having and the amount of tickets that he would sell for any new team, I think there's a team out there that will give Aaron Judge at least 9 years to take him all the way through his 30s. Now, before the season, Judge was seeking Trout money, or about $36 million per season. That's probably going to end up being a bargain. If Judge were to get $36 million per season for 9 seasons, that's $324 million, or exactly what the Yankees signed Garrett Cole for. If Judge is to stay with the Yankees, he's got a very good argument that he's worth way more than Garrett Cole, given their respective seasons the last couple of years. So let's say that he asks for a slightly higher AAV. Let's say $38 million per season for 9 seasons. That's a grand total of $342 million, or $112 million more than the Yankees' total package prior to the season. I don't see Cashman doing it. I also harbor zero doubts that the Mets, Dodgers, and Padres would all pull the trigger on that deal. But precisely because the Yankees have been burned on the back end of so many of these long-term commitments, Jacoby Ellsbury, the last couple of years of A-Rod, Mark Teixeira, I don't blame them for flinching when handing out a huge long-term deal. Further complicating things is the unknown of how Judge's body will hold up. We're watching in real time Giancarlo Stanton breaking down at an ever-increasing rate, and he's just in his early 30s. And really, he's the closest comp to Aaron Judge physically in baseball. We've been saying that since the day that Aaron Judge was drafted. I think to get it done, the Yankees might have to consider a wild AAV of upwards of $45 million per year. But even at 7 years, that's $315 million. And as we just noted, he'll get more years and dollars guaranteed elsewhere. Bottom line, if the Yankees want to win with Judge, I think the time is now.